It has been 6 weeks since authorities discovered the Heaven's Gate mass suicide. Like Jonestown and Waco before it, the deaths appeared to spell the end for another cult religion. But one group, considered by some a dangerous, destructive cult in the mid-1970s, is as big as ever. It's the Moonies, officially known as the Unification Church. And as Nightbeat's Anthony Moore reports, deceptive sidewalk recruiting tactics criticized 20 years ago appear now to have shifted to Bay Area college campuses. It's a story you'll see only on News Center 4.
It is lunchtime on the Cal campus. Students have set out tables to promote activities, groups which include the Pure Love Alliance.
It's a student organization. It's an alliance of students who, like, it's non-sectarian, non-religious, whatever. Just anyone who believes in, promoting abstinence.
But News Center 4 has learned the Pure Love Alliance is really a new way to promote a controversial religion, the Unification Church, founded by a Korean citizen named Sun Myung Moon.
May God bless you.
Moon claims he is the Messiah. In the 1970s, his followers, dubbed Moonies, were criticized for whisking away unsuspecting young travelers to remote Northern California camps after inviting them to dinner, subjecting them to grueling religious indoctrination, which cult experts call brainwashing. As recently as 1993, we watched Moonies solicit young tourists in San Francisco to attend a dinner. Cult consultant Alan Tate Wood rose to the upper reaches of the Unification Church during a 6-year career in the 1970s. He was a tourist visiting Cal when he agreed to go to a dinner.
The purpose of taking that person there is to get them off to a training center, run them through a training regimen of 7, 21, or 40 days. When that's complete, that person's going to be on a bus for the next 7 years, working 16 hours a day. They're not upfront about that.
Parents complained they were cut off from their children who lived communally, traveling cross-country, selling flowers, recruiting others. Today, Reverend Moon heads a worldwide church with a reported 3 million followers. He holds mass weddings, marrying hundreds of thousands of people at once, some to spouses they've never met and with whom they share no common language. And News Center 4 has learned the church has moved away from soliciting tourists on sidewalks to recruiting on college campuses. Yet to today's college-age kids, Reverend Moon and his church mean nothing.
Have you ever heard of the Unification Church?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard of Reverend Sun Myung Moon? No. Have either of you ever heard of the Moonies?
No.
Moonies? Sounds like a band.
How could the church remain unknown? Because it continues to solicit these youthful recruits by hiding what it is.
Hi. Hi.
We sent a News Center 4 staffer to the Cal Pure Love Alliance table one recent weekday.
Basically promoting fidelity and relationship.
She repeatedly tried to learn more about who and what the group is.
So PLA is talking about abstinence, but not from any kind of religious background, just kind of for yourself?
Yeah, for ourselves.
She was invited to a meeting, to a dinner, on a trip to Alaska, told about a recent excursion to Yosemite. But 20 minutes went by before one member explained where the Pure Love Alliance gets its members, from a group called CARP.
I'm forgetting.
Branch of the Unification Church is a collegiate association for researching the principle.
For researching the principle. And you said church? It's kind of a church?
Have you heard of
Unification Church.
Right.
Lawyer and cult expert Ford Green has sued the Unification Church for deceptively recruiting members. His own sister has been in the church for 2 decades, and Green says he was brainwashed by Moonies and followed them for 8 months in 1974.
At the outset, there is never a disclosure. 1, we are the Unification Church. 2, we believe that Reverend Moon is the second coming of Christ. 3, we believe that you are dominated by Satan. 4, the way for you to become free from Satan is by being unconditionally obedient to Moon, because he's the only human being who's ever conquered and defeated Satan.
At San Francisco State, we found the PLA selling sushi. They denied the group is part of the Unification Church, but admitted they are all church members. And in a revealing exchange, the campus CARP president showed the evasive way she interests potential converts.
First I ask them, are you interested in blah, blah, blah. I don't say, come on over.
What do you say, are you interested in?
Are you interested in, I don't know, it just depends on how it comes up. If this person, if I have, you know, I have like intuition, if I feel like they're interested.
In what?
In exploring new information. We're at a school, we're at an educational system here, and it's part of education about life.
Well, why don't you just say, are you interested in the Unification Church?
Because it's not as simple as that.
Church officials refuse to talk with us, but in materials prepared for the media, they have admitted to using deceptive tactics in the past and say they have insisted that unificationists stop the practice. In San Francisco, Anthony Moore, News Center 4 on the Night Beat.
Tomorrow, Anthony talks to a church member who recently quit. She claims recruiters tug at students' heartstrings by suggesting they help children and the elderly. And one San Francisco Children's Services organization is incensed the church used its name for promotion without permission.